So chapter 10, without doubt, is one of my favorite chapters in the book 100 Baggers by Christopher Meyer. Mentioned it a few times. Definitely get the book if you haven't already. But the chapter itself is called Kelly's Heroes Bet Big, right? And it starts off with a quote from Warren Buffett. And it says, "I can't be involved in 50 or 75 things. That's a Noah's Ark way of investing. You end up with a zoo that way. I like to put meaningful amounts of money in a few things," okay? And the basic premise of this chapter is really to bet big on your best ideas. So with that said, my 3 best ideas are currently Tattooed Chef, Celsius Holdings and Palantir. So there's been a bit of a flipping that's happened recently in my portfolio. Tattooed Chef has been my number 1 largest holdings, and it used to be Palantir and then Celsius in 3rd place. But Celsius has been on a tear recently, so much so that it's now my 2nd largest holdings across my entire portfolio, and Palantir is in 3rd place. So these are my top 3 best ideas. And ironically, August 12th on Thursday, my 3 best ideas will be reporting their earnings. So needless to say, August 12th is going to be extremely interesting for me. And funny enough, I want to give a shout out to Weekend Home Projects, because he commented on my Tattooed Chef video last week, which was an earnings release preview. And he said August 12th, 2021 will go down in history as one of the greatest August 12ths of all time. And I hope he means that in a positive way, because August 12th for me is going to significantly impact my wealth in a positive or possibly in a negative way, at least in the short term anyways, because again, we're looking at this long term. Quarterly results I see is for entertainment purposes, but in the long run, I'm very confident in these companies. But August 12th, either my wealth is going to increase significantly or decrease significantly or continue consolidating like my portfolio has been doing recently. But Palantir is going to be reporting their earnings before market open. Celsius Holdings is also going to be before market open. And then we've got Tattooed Chef at market close. As well as my top 3, another company that will be reporting earnings this week, which is not on here, is Hims. Okay, so I've got confirmation. Hims will be reporting their earnings on Wednesday, August 11th after market close. So if you are a Hims investor and you follow my channel, August 11th, I know it's not on this calendar right here. The stock is not that popular yet, so it doesn't make the cut. Sonos is another company that I'm invested in, who will be reporting their earnings after market close on August the 11th. So I'll be keeping a close eye on Sonos. But apart from that, my main focus is going to be on Thursday. So in this video, I want to kind of go over what Analyst has as their estimates, and then also share my estimates going forward. I've already shared my predictions for Tattooed Chef, so I'll be focusing on Palantir and Celsius. So if you get any value, please make sure you smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So with that said, let's dive into the video. So starting off with Celsius, we have the highest estimate from analysts at $56 million, and the low estimate is $51 million. So that gives us an average of about $53.47 million for Q2 of 2021. And that represents about a 76 to 78% year-on-year growth. Now, that's really high, all right? That's really high, but I get why it's that high, because if you look at our previous quarter, if you look at our Q1 performance, I mean, our change was 78%. We've put that pressure on ourselves to deliver, okay? And I do believe we are going to deliver on what these analysts are estimating, but I'm going to go a bit higher than the average estimates. I'm going to place my estimates at $55 million, which would put our growth at 83% year over year. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm confident that we can produce 83% this quarter is because of the earnings call. Okay. John Fieldy, who is our CEO, he said that we were not shipping at full capacity through the quarter. So demand was higher. All right. So think about it. We were not shipping at full capacity through Q1, and we still generated what, 78% growth. Now, we know that the economy has opened up a lot more since Q1, although shipping costs are a bit higher. We know this from other companies who've reported earnings, especially Corsair. I mean, I think in Corsair's earnings call, they said that the shipping had almost doubled. So factoring that in, I think that's going to affect our cost of revenue. But if we're just sticking to top line growth, I'm confident that we were able to fulfill a lot more demand in Q2 than we did in Q1. And that's why I have my estimates at 83% top line growth at $55 million. So if we can hit my targets, I think that's going to really impress analysts and impress Wall Street. And you never know how this will impact the stock going forward. Hopefully in a positive way. It'll be great to see. If not, and if it crashes, yeah, I'm just buying more. It's that simple. I'm a simple guy. You just buy more. So now moving on to Palantir. Okay. Now this is a bit more of a tricky one. All right. The average analyst estimates is at $353 million with the low estimates of $336 million, which I think is whack, and the highest estimates of $360. Now, if we revisit our Q1 results in 2020, we generated $251 million. Now, if we're to line that up with the average analyst estimates, they are predicting a 40% increase, okay? That's a 40% increase for the average estimates from these analysts, which is not too far off what we reported in Q1. So in Q1, we reported a revenue growth of 49% year over year. Now, in my opinion, I think these average analyst estimates are completely sandbagging Palantir, because if you just spent a second looking at what we've managed to achieve over the previous quarter. So Palantir was awarded a $111 million contract to provide mission command platform for the United States Special Operations Command. The FAA selects Palantir for aircraft certification safety monitoring solutions, and that one-year contract was worth $18.4 million. The CDC also renewed their partnership with Palantir for disease monitoring and outbreak response. That's again another small contract that was worth $7.4 million, a one-year contract. But all of these contracts add up, and there's so much more that we've managed to achieve in Q2, which I do not believe analysts are even factoring this in. So in my opinion, right, I expect a 49% increase in Q2, bringing our revenue to $375 million. Yes, I am going even higher than the highest analyst estimate of $360 million. My expectation is a 49% year over year increase in Palantir's top line. And I'm standing by that. You know, I think we can absolutely crush it. So those are my predictions for Celsius and Palantir. I have done an in-depth video for my predictions for Tattooed Chef. I will link it in the video description below. So to confirm, I will be live streaming Tattooed Chef's Q2 earnings call. I'll be live streaming it with Jesse over on the Plant Stock channel. And I'll also be live streaming Palantir's earnings call. And depending on the time, I might be able to live stream the earnings call from Celsius Holdings as well. So next week is going to be a very busy day for myself, and also you guys are also invested in these companies. Let me know in the comment section below which companies you are most looking forward to on this list. It's going to be an exciting week, very, very busy week for most of us, and hopefully we get the results that we all want for the companies that we've invested in, and hopefully we can all grow our wealth together. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.